The record button sounds like a good idea.
Hitting the record button is always a good idea. No, this one has the nostalgia factor.
Okay, he hits the record button. It immediately just freezes up on me. I'm starting to think it's the record button. Because we were
You're
totally
still going
fine.
for us. You're fine.
No, he was frozen there for a second, though.
No, was he?
Yeah. He was spinning death wheels of death, for sure. I don't. Brothers, sisters, gender resistors, if there were ever a time to support us, it would be to have me get to a better location where I could get better internet. Welcome once again to the Comic Book Rundown Presents Rundown Reviews. I am the man with the worst internet in human existence. I'm Chuck. I am joined.
Hashtag first world problems.
Listen, at this point, I'm pretty sure they have better internet than me, okay? I have Spectrum too. Like, that's the shit part about it. It's like I pay.
I don't understand what your autism has to do with this.
I don't. You know what? It's because it has failed me, and I don't have a hyperfixation on trying to fix my fucking internet, and I kind of forget about it until like right now. Joe, Ron.
Yes.
Hello. Welcome.
Hi.
Titchy Titch. Welcome.
We watched an origin movie called Elon Musk's Origin Stories.
Whoa.
These guys actually care about human beings. That's why I know this is a fictional world.
Do they?
Because he was going to give that wrench company.
He was going to give the means of production back to the people.
Yeah, that's why I know. That's why I knew this was a fictional movie.
Yeah.
No, this movie wasn't real. So, like, the first half of it is very, like...
We watched Richie Rich, guys.
Ridiculous. Yeah, we watched Richie Rich from 1994, starring Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
Which, by the way, he looks crazy old in this movie for 94.
Right. He was 12.
I think it's the haircut.
Really?
Yeah, because I think he's 2 years older than I am.
He looked older than 12? But when does Home Alone come out?
That was
90. Home Alone came out in 1990, right? 91? Yeah, something like
91.
That.
Yeah, but he looks like he's like...
So, he was born in 84. So, when
he's my age then.
I'm sorry, 80. He was born in 80.
Oh, okay. So he's 4 years old.
My math is off. So it would have been 14 when this movie came out. So he was probably 13, 12 to 13 when they were filming it. Yeah. No, Home Alone came out in 90. My Girl 91. Home Alone 2 in 92. Good Son in 93. This one 94. Like, and then after this one, he took a break. He went on hiatus. Like, he needed time off. And then I think
he needed to be a fucking kid. Like,
kinda.
Yeah. Like, and he notorious, like, I believe the whole story was he, like, had to sue his parents and get,
emancipated or whatever.
Thank you, emancipated from his parents because they were, like, legitimately making him too hard. I don't know if that's actually true. That's what I always heard.
It seems legit.
Very possible. Yeah, he did a music video in 98, and then his next movie was in 2003.
Saved?
Nope, Party Monster.
Oh, I remember that.
I don't know that one. Saved was in 2004.
Gotcha.
That was the one I was thinking of as his next one after, but there's just a tiny stint of things that he did. So
yeah, he disappeared for a while.
He was what?
Yeah, he disappeared for a while.
Yeah. Well, and sometimes you have to,
Yeah.
Especially when you were on, like, the top. I mean, like, he was in Uncle Buck, which is a fun movie, but, like, arguably Home Alone made him a household name.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a phenomena.
Yeah.
Phenomenon. But we watched Richie Rich, which is based on a comic strip. Is it a comic strip?
Comic book.
Was it a book, actually?
By Harvey Comics, I believe.
Yeah, it was Harvey Comics because it says it in the opening, I think.
Okay.
Based on the character by Harvey Comics.
Because there's always been that myth that Casper is actually just Richie Rich. Like Richie Rich
Huh.
died as a child and then became Casper because they're both drawn in the same way because they're both from Harvey Comics. It's not
I mean,
true, but
now you said it on the show. It's canon.
yeah,
I
but I also
mean-
said it wasn't true.
I kind of like that idea, and not because it's true, but because the artist sucks so bad at art that they can only draw characters one way.
I mean, it also could have been that it was just the same artist.
Yeah, it's his signature style, Chuck.
Yeah, but he can't. Yeah, but he can't differentiate characters between each other because it's. I mean, there are artists who have distinct styles that you can still tell what characters are what.
You are true. Nowadays, that's definitely true. But I would say back in the 30s, 40s, and maybe even 50s, they kind of drew everybody the same. Like that's just we got to pump. I'm reading, and by the time this episode airs, I've already read the Daredevil comics from the 70s, and yeah, their drawing styles plus their story sucks, but their drawing.
Well, I remember a lot of times in those books we'd had a hard time telling which person was which when we were in like
Yes.
certain pains because it was like I don't know if this is supposed to be Matt Murdock or if this is supposed to be like this guy or because they didn't do a very good job of differentiating between characters.
What's really
the
fun
X-Men.
is
The X-Men was
a terrible
hard.
one. Yeah. But what's really fun is when you have like a character, a villain, in one issue looks a certain way, and the very next issue, nothing like the story is continuing, but the character looks completely different. That's annoying. Just by like color scheme, and they add like a different. I don't know if it's the same artist. So I don't know. Coming back to like Richie Rich and how it's just a more childlike. Maybe it was just because it was, it's having that kid friendly comic thing because you had Disney comics going out at this time with Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all them. Casper, like I said, Richie Rich, like it was trying to grab the heart of a child, and this would arguably be like, oh yeah, this is why this one is the richest kid, and that he relates to the child reading a 10-cent comic. I don't know. It works, I guess.
So
because comics are based in fantasy, and they're just hoping they'll one day be as rich as him. Isn't that the American dream?
That definitely was my dream when I watched this as a kid.
That's fair.
Did you? Interesting.
No, so
I mean, look, hey, when we were, what's that?
Well, I said Ron, you and I watch this like we've.
Yeah, I saw this as a kid. Like I saw this probably the year that it came out on VHS.
And Chuck, I'm assuming this is the first time watching it.
Yeah, I would have been 6 when this came out, and I was too poor for movies.
Movies? Who said anything about going to the movies? We went to the rental and got it for 50 cents, man.
Well, couldn't afford that either.
I want to say in like the mid '90s, my dad was working at a movie rental place, so he was.
Listen, wow! Why don't you just go ahead and throw dad things in there because Chuck had one of those growing up. Thanks, Joey.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
I've been a 2-family.
Hold on.
I mean, technically, he's the only person on the show right now that has one possibly alive.
Hold on a second.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup, and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you said yes to any of these things, I don't care. And to keep it a bean, no one cares. Do you suffer from a lack?
Wow!
You had that? Yeah, have you been sitting on that for like ever? Like,
no,
what the fuck?
I got that this week specifically, and I added a bunch of sound bites
because you were just like, yeah, they're gonna bring up Chuck not having a dad when he grew up at some point.
No, but I found that one, and I thought of all three of us because all of our fathers are either dead or gone.
He actually has been saving that up because he paid the guy to make that specifically for you, which is why it was so specific to your situation.
That came through pretty loud for you guys, right? Like,
that was super loud.
That was so loud.
Okay, sorry. It was only 50% too. That's interesting. Anyway.
So yeah, right. Yeah. So I didn't take a whole lot of notes for this, honestly, because I just kind of enjoyed watching the nostalgia of it and like seeing things and stuff. But I will say that when he goes to like rich kid school,
Oh, the pretentious bastards. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm fairly certain that's actually how it works.
Probably.
And also, those kids are a bunch of sexist little shits.
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't one girl in that class.
That's
Well,
true.
no,
all dudes.
girls don't inherit things. Come on, Chuck. What's the matter with you?
Yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I didn't take a ton of notes myself.
Is Chuck Rose?
I-
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it looks like he's
Yeah, I'm
frozen.
back now.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was waiting for it.
It was one of those things where, like I was saying, because I watched this as a kid, I just like as soon as I hit play, like it all just came back to me. I haven't watched this movie in 2, if not close to 3 decades. And
Yeah, it's probably been closer to 3 decades for me also.
yeah, and it was just like, man, I remember this movie like because I watched it so many times.
What the fuck is Timu Billy Bob Thornton's name? Ferguson.
John Larroquette.
No.
Oh.
The bodyguard.
Yeah.
Like he looks like Billy Bob Thornton and him probably came from the same stick. I'd say family tree, but
Chelsea Ross? Chelcie. Chelsea, is that?
Yeah.
He was in Major League.
Yeah.
Bill and
That's
Ted's
where I knew him from,
Journey.
was Major League.
Okay.
Joe, is Ron really cracky for you?
He is. Yes, he is. You are.
Okay.
I have never once done crack.
You're snap crackle popping now.
I just wasn't sure if it was my audio messing up.
Yeah.
One thing I did
That
that drove me nuts during this entire movie, and it wasn't until like the last 10 minutes I figured it out, was the guy who plays the lead scientist in the basement.
Yes.
Yeah, I recognized him from something, and I couldn't figure out what it was. But I just remembered that he has a heart attack, dies, and then I remembered it's Office Space. He's from Office Space. He plays the hypnotist, and he dies during the like when they're hypnotizing what's his face. And it was driving me nuts that I could not. I was like, it's not Newman. Like it's not new. Like as I was thinking, oh, maybe it's Newman from in Jurassic Park and stuff.
No.
Like, oh, he's the hypnotist. And then I was like, this is like the only 2 things he's ever been in. Like, I don't recognize him from any else.
No, he's been in a ton of things. Let's see, y'all. I guess he was in Bug's Life. He was in he did a couple episodes of Seinfeld. He was in Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
So he did voice acting a lot. That's what it sounds like.
Oh yeah, he was in Tower of Terror. Right. Oh, that's pretty fun. Frasier. That's a couple episodes. Where was the one I just saw? Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. He was Friar Tuck in that.
Yeah, that's another one where I would have known him from.
You're still crackling, by the way. But yes, yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I don't know how to deal with that one.
I don't know.
But no, he did do a lot of voice acting.
Maybe too close.
Too close to my phone or too close to the mic?
Too close to your phone, maybe? I don't know. Or it's your wires. Who knows? But yeah, I never recognized him from anything other than Space, and now this movie.
Castle in the Sky. Okay.
I can do twice as high.
No, that's
Butterfly.
That's Butterfly.
It's reading Rainbow.
So,
wow, you're welcome, Chris. That was a little serenade there for you.
There's so many fat jokes in this movie, specifically aimed at Keen Bean.
Yes.
And it was almost just kind of mean at like one point in time. It got to be where it like wasn't even funny anymore. It was just kind of like, wow, could we make fun of the fat guy a little bit more?
It was the 90s. They did that a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fat jokes. A lot of you're dumb and poor jokes.
Yeah.
Made a decent amount of those. Yeah. I mean, the humor, it was a very 90s humor, shot, and it was for kids, so a lot of it was, like, very
Yeah,
low. There was some good, funny parts, though,
like
that
when
I
the
did
president needed
enjoy.
a loan and he was trying to
Yeah,
explain economics to the president.
that was, which
I
would have
felt like that
been,
was too close to home.
was
Yeah.
that, this would have been right when
It would have
Clinton
been
Bush?
came in?
94, so it would have been, yeah, it would have been senior Bush. Well, not senior, but yeah, senior Bush. W? H,
Okay.
HW?
That's like a Bush
First one?
thing,
I
not
can't
understanding economics. It's interesting. One thing I did like about this movie, because I feel like a lot of the time it doesn't, movies don't totally do this like well or as well as this movie did. It never introduced something that didn't have a payoff to the at the end. Like everything that was introduced, especially the gadgets and stuff, all had a payoff on it. Like there was a
Yeah.
reason why they put it in. And I figured a lot of the stuff that they were introducing was just going to be like for the joke in that moment, like the Sniffinator or whatever it was. Introducing, I was like, oh, okay, so they're doing the joke to the joke, to the joke that nobody wanted to eat the food for $1. Fine, but then the fact that was used to find a bomb on the plane, I was like, wow, okay, so, yeah, and like literally everything just kind of everything gets introduced got paid off, and I was like, oh, it's a little better than I was expecting. Like I started scoring a lot higher because of it.
Did you notice that when he bumped that dude into the world's stickiest substance or whatever? Like when he goes back to it later on, the dude's hair is still stuck to it.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that as a kid, and that always made me laugh.
Oh, okay. So, how do you get Claudia Schiffer to be your aerobics instructor as a, you know?
You be the richest.
I
kid
knew
in
the
the
second
world.
I saw this thing, I was like, "Oh, Ron's gonna make some fucking joke about this."
Look, all I'm saying is that
Were they implying that Arnold Schwarzenegger was his
yes,
gym,
yes, they were.
and he wants to fire Arnie? How dare he?
Listen, I bet you he got more blood pumping with Claudia being there than he did with Arnie being there. Just saying.
That was a child, you freak!
And yet they both. Did you not notice the look he shared with old Eggman?
Cadbury?
Cadbury egg. Yeah, that's right. Uh,
Listen, Cadbury gets it. Cadbury is like slams a hot Latina. I think she was trying to be Latina. I'm not actually
I
sure,
think
but
so.
I think she was a white one. I think it was a culture situation.
Her daughter was a white redhead. Like I don't know if she was trying to be Latina.
Look,
She
gingers
kind
exist
of was
all.
she was like a white person in like the like sketchier part of like California neighborhood who
Sure. Okay.
like becomes Latina because she has to for survival purposes. / it's the 90s. We don't talk about the fact that white people just culture for the entire thing and just
yeah.
You're
not wrong on that one.
A couple more things that were kind of weird because he was a kid. He was on the Time cover for Sexiest Man Alive.
I saw that.
And that was kind of creepy as shit. But also that first picture where he's got the magnifying glass in front of him, his face, how did the paparazzi get that picture? They must be really fucking good.
I'm sure he probably just did it for them because he's a child and he wants to play with that.
He was right there in the office when he told that guy that. It was funny. Also, can we talk about how the richest people in the world that were insanely rich, like so rich beyond anything that anybody had, only had $70 billion? I
mean, that was rich at that time. It's 1994.
I mean, that's still rich now.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Keep going. I'll figure out the inflation.
So you got $70 billion, and yet they don't have a giant TV wall. They've got a little, like, 24-inch tube TV on the table.
Oh yeah, that's because they didn't. They were all about giving things back to the people, like giving the factory back to the workers, and like he said, he never fired anybody because he didn't want somebody to go without. Like that's how it's how you know it was fictional because the rich people actually cared about people.
Although being in the union, now. Like if and having what Van Doe like he does just wants to up and fire wants to close the whatever socket wrench part place.
Yeah, the factory.
The factory. Like you need. Like you can't just close it overnight. You have to give it proper time to allow the seniority employees to either go to a different, like move to a different factory within the union, and other multiple things. Basically, if he was going to close a factory, it was going to be months before it actually closes. Like you can say you're closing it today, it won't close officially until like August.
Well, that's what you're used to right now. But now that we've got El Cheeto in office again, you're just not. There's going to be no such thing as unions and stuff.
Well, that's going to happen.
They're going to send the xenomorphs in to union bust you. And
that's true.
The xenomorphs are coming for us.
See,
the
aliens really are coming for our jobs, guys.
Yeah, head over to TeePublic and get our xenomorph shirt.
Yeah.
Anyway, I tried to use the inflation calculator. It says I can't go that high. So,
well, just do $70 and see what that would be today, and then you make that billions.
Not sure if that actually.
I don't think that's how it works.
That's 100% how it works. If I have $10 in '94 and it's worth $14 today, then $10 billion in '94 would be worth $14 billion today, because that's how math works, kids.
I did.
I don't know enough about math to prove him wrong. So hold on. 70. I don't know why specifically you do $70.
Because he's $70 billion.
It would be $151.11 in December of 2024, which is the last thing.
So 100. What'd you say? 100.
$151.11.
So 151 billion. 110 million would be their adjusted.
Just over double.
Yeah, okay. And that still wouldn't even touch our billionaires of today.
Yeah,
but
eat the rich. We need to kill them all.
And that means Taylor Swift. Okay, Swifties.
100%.
You can come for me. You can come for me. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, some of them will come for you if you do your job.
She's actually less rich than Richie Rich, though. I think she just made $1 billion.
Billion? Just has how much billion?
Yeah, exactly. Just 1 billion.
She counts.
It doesn't matter. She busted the 999 million. She's done. Sorry, Swifty, we're done.
And his name is John C.
Some soundboards on here. I'm just playing with them.
There you
go.
Oh.
He's a Trump supporter.
That was for you, Chuck.
Thank you.
Anyway.
I mean, there's nothing that will make me pop harder than the fucking gong, okay? And the lights go out. Okay? I don't care if I don't get. Well, I do care, but
Wait,
whatever.
do we need to let your new girl know that?
Oh, hit the gong and shut the lights off, and it gets me popping. Yeah, yeah, probably wouldn't hurt.
All right.
Anyway,
a couple more here. I'll save them for later. Maybe.
Great.
Oh man, I was listening to one of our old episodes today, and we were talking about. I think it was one of the boys episodes, and I was saying something that was going to happen later, and I was like, "Hey, you might want to edit this out." And I said that at the beginning of what I was getting ready to say. And then all you did was covered everything that we said with dog barking noises.
Yeah, that tracks with something I would do.
Oh, and I was listening to another episode. It was either today or yesterday, and Chuck was talking about flipping his car 3 times and hitting a tree. And why don't we have a sound clip of Chuck saying that? Just that part, so they have to listen to the whole episode to hear it. Because it's brilliant.
Which episode was that? I can maybe go back and...
X-Men. I think the first X-Men.
Okay. I'll look for that.
That
But
would make
anyway.
sense because watching that scene where he goes flying out the window gives me PTSD. So
That's exactly when you brought it up.
that makes a lot of sense.
Oh man. But no, so we get like the dad finder or whatever.
Yeah.
And wow, why would you want a picture of Keen being there the whole time you're trying to find your dad? Why wouldn't it have been a picture of his dad? Like,
Because Keen Bean is just putting his face on all the stuff he makes, I guess.
except for that black stuff.
Well, he put his knee in there.
Explain to me how your chemistry class is going downstairs and doing research and development stuff with a bunch of not chemistry related things outside of, I guess, the adhesive.
That's a great question. Because
Well,
he said at the beginning of it, he's like, "Can we instead of doing chemistry, can we do some R&D?" And he's like, what the hell? Why not?
Well, I would say he also had the bulletproof mist.
Yeah, that's true.
That wasn't really bulletproof. I think the shirt underneath was more bulletproof than the jacket, because there was holes in the jackets every time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was not bulletproof. I don't know where they got that. I was like, did they forget?
Well, more importantly, when Macaulay Culkin gets shot with it at the end of the movie, I don't care that the shirt is bulletproof. That would have knocked him on his ass, and he would have been out of breath.
He got shot 3 times, and actually was shot. Van Doe shot 3 times, but there were 4 bullets in his shirt.
So he has a combo thing where the third shot actually counts as 2 shots.
Yeah, explosion.
Okay.
Technically, that would be 2 kills then.
What? I don't know. It was all the same attack. It was one attack.
Yeah, no, okay, that's true. What if? Okay, but realistically, one movie. Who framed Roger Rabbit? He has the bullet that then shoots a gun.
Yeah.
Is that 1 kill 2?
It's 1 kill. It's one attack.
Ooh.
I don't know because
the
would we not argue that the bullet is then independent?
The bullet shoots a different.
Yeah. Is it continuous shot, or do we have to pull in the robot rule and say that the robot is its own living thing, therefore it is an entirely different shot, so then it would count as 2?
I kind of think that's it.
I get if you count it from deaths, you got to count it for kills.
Okay, but I have another question on that. So, when you shoot a rocket launcher, a rocket-propelled grenade, and like the back of it has that blast that comes out of it, if that kills somebody and the rocket kills people, does that still count as 1 kill?
I would say yes, because it's coming from the same.
Okay, but now if that just knocks somebody off the cliff and then the explosion kills people, do they still count as 1 kill?
Is it still coming from the same rocket launcher?
Yeah.
Then yes, it's still 1 kill.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anyways,
interesting.
So the mom in this does crack me up a little bit because they made her dumb. Like, okay, at the end of the movie when the dude's trying to kill him, and she's like, "He's trying to kill us," and he's like, "I know, dear." Or when
the mom, gotcha.
Yeah, Richie's mom, not like
I can't remember.
Not Chuck's fantasy mom. Richie's mom.
Diane.
Yeah.
She.
Wait, which one specifically are you talking about?
Oh, your fantasy MILF in this movie, the quasi Latino.
Yeah. No, I would have railed her for
also,
sure.
Is she the kindergarten teacher in Billy Madison?
I don't think so.
No, not the race. Or skin tone. I mean, possibly. Who knows?
Although her name is Mariangela Pino. She was born.
Did you say her name is Mary Angela Tino?
Pino. Pino.
Oh, okay.
Marie Angela.
Right.
That's no.
A little
Stop.
too on the nose there, Rich, but okay. Could you call that a diversity hire?
Oh shit.
Let's see here. I don't. When was Billy Madison? That was early
Fuck,
90s.
I don't know.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
early to mid 90s.
Yeah, she's not in Billy Madison.
Okay.
She's not from Billy Madison. Okay.
Or the other thing that when she says when the dude's blasting at them with the laser, right? Billy Bob Timu's using the laser to try to blast them off the face of the mountain.
Yeah.
And it blasts her nose off, and she's like, "Oh my god, I look like Michael Jackson." I can't believe that they were able to just put that in a movie with Michael Jackson's best friend in it.
I think because Macaulay Culkin and Michael Jackson had a relationship, that's probably why.
We lost Chuck again.
Yeah, Chuck's frozen now, and you're still popping.
Well, shit. Maybe it's.
It's gonna be a great episode.
Oh, to edit, yeah. Thanks, guys.
Hey, it's not our fault. We can't control this stuff. I don't know how to fix it.
Listen, I agree that was a weird joke. More importantly, the idea that they had, I did love the joke of her calling the artist on the phone because it's like, hey, we need a liposuction, and speaking to her,
Italian, I think.
I think it was Italian. Yeah, it wasn't like Latin of some sort. And her talking back, and then the second she hangs up, she's got like a Jersey accent.
Yeah,
absolutely adored that because yeah, that's how you play the fucking game, baby. Like, yeah,
well,
I was totally for that.
I am intrigued that she was able to yell all the way up to the mountain.
Well, they did the same thing at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I know. That's like I thought I could have sworn the mountain was a lot farther away than what it was. So then being able to yell to them,
yeah,
should not have happened. But yeah, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, because mountain realistically should have been, I don't know, like 100 bajillion miles away. For how large it was,
right?
Yeah, it should have at least been like 50 miles away to be that tall.
Yeah,
I also expected the vault to be a lot bigger.
Oh, the scale doesn't make any sense because then when he's like on the glasses, those glasses should have been like 19 times bigger than they actually were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lose it here a little bit.
Unless it's not actually as tall as we think it is.
That's true too. I did the math. I mean, of course, all just total assumptions of the angle and what speed you would need to launch a child with the catapult. That the guard who gets smacked with the manure
would have died.
Would have been fucking dead. A 50-pound bag of fucking manure getting launched at that speed to hit you would have obliterated his bones.
Yeah.
Also, like they literally just pulled up the catapult, pushed it right there, and then
nobody saw it.
But they also didn't aim it anywhere. And how do they know? Because of weight, like when they had the kids jumping into the airbag thing, like I'm sorry, but the kids all weigh different weights. They're gonna go fly differently. One's gonna go farther than the other. The 50
don't you know?
Would have. They didn't aim it. Like how did they know that he was gonna hit right there? Anyway,
because being the richest in the world also means that you're a genius for some reason. So he was able to do all of that.
Okay.
Don't you know that?
I guess.
Because that's what they literally imply. Think about it. He does all the like research and development of stuff. He runs this business, his dad's business, profits.
Yeah.
I love the idea. They're like, yeah, we're not going to lay anybody off because when people are happy and healthy and being fed and for jobs, they actually do a better job than being afraid of being fired.
I mean, that's
in 1994, at the height of like,
yeah, we've known this for 30 years and still nothing.
The fucking wild.
Yeah.
I don't know.
My company's cutting jobs left and right. It's fun. It's great.
Everybody.
The world's gonna do that soon, so it's fun. Thank you, President. Anywho, that's really all I got. Oh, my last little thing is for Ferguson, the Temu Billy Bob Thornton, like he basically locked Richie up in the mansion, and yet somehow he was able to escape all of the cameras everywhere, all the guards, to take the toothpaste to Cadbury in prison or jail.
Well, he is the smart. We just said he was super smart. He's a genius kid.
Yeah.
And it was Ferguson. That dude was a moron.
Yes, but there was also how many guards on the grounds now? Like the staff got fired, and guards
They
maybe
done
maybe
like a
what we didn't
revolution.
Maybe what we didn't see was the guards that Richie killed on his way out.
I mean,
which is why there were only 2 at the door on the way back in.
I love the idea that he was like, I'm going to do a hostile takeover of the company. Not so I could really run the company, but so I could get the riches that this family owns by literally stealing it. So not are you committing murder or like, you know, assistant, whatever it's called, where you hire someone, but then also you're just going to commit robbery.
Yeah.
To then sell a bunch of stuff that you think exists, which like the whole like haha moment is it's all their family heirlooms of like junk.
Which
it's all their memories from when Richie was growing up and stuff.
Well, not just Richie, because they had the playbill of when they.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Like it is their treasured memories. That's their treasure. Which, like this is 1994. Casper comes out in 1995. Same exact thing. I guess this was just the plot.
It was their way of saying that if you're a good person, the things you treasure in life aren't actual treasures; they're memories.
Yeah, yeah. Which is, I mean, honestly true, but.
I also fuck, I was gonna say something about it. I don't remember now. Oh, I love how he was like, where is it? We're in the dumbest corporate, CEO guy ever. Is like, I don't know, where is it all? And the guy's like, it's in fucking banks, you idiot.
Yeah,
in real, like, how did you not know that? You could have looked at that, you idiot.
Because he's actually not a good businessman.
He's not. It's baffling to me how like bad he is.
Really, it is. You've seen our president, and that baffles you.
For 94, it does.
They were actually like tech moguls were a thing. Not tech moguls, business moguls.
Yeah, how many things in development like really became real? Like the dad Decatur was?
Yeah, I mean that kind of became.
That's literally an iPhone. That's literally FaceTime.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like
I got the Life 360. That's literally where that tracks my kids.
Yeah,
or just I know Apple's got whatever
adhesive. I mean, that's pretty much flex tape at this point. So
yeah,
you can seal. I'm still looking to learn how to turn trash into bowling balls, though. Like, what the hell?
So we're kind of getting there because my job has this like thing where they take like plastic wrap, and like film and stuff, like plastic film, and then they donate it all and they get a bench made out of it.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, it's like recycled stuff. So because I have to sell plastic wraps, so my job. So we're kind of getting there. We're probably going to get close to garbage into bowling balls here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, there's literally cities in China just made from our trash that we send there. I don't know if you ever seen that documentary.
I have not.
Very interesting. That's called, I think it's a trash town or trash city, something like that. But like we don't have enough space to put all our garbage, so we put all of our garbage on boats and then sell it to China or get to China, and then they take it. They just build cities out of it, like huts and stuff. It's fucking wild. Yeah,
I'm sure that's gonna. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say it. All right, so I mean, you can
can't wait to see the Terran trash, huh?
That's
That'll
kind
be
of
good.
that's what we're gonna go.
Yeah.
I mean, could also just put it on a rocket ship and send it out to space, so that it comes back around.
Mars.
Comes back around and attacks.
You have to shoot it directly at the sun.
Years. Let's go blow up the sun. Anyway, all right. So, I mean, I've got nothing else. You guys got anything else?
Kill count?
We have a kill count of 1.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else.
Okay. Yeah, kill count of 1. The bee, the little robotic bee, gets smashed.
That's it? Only one person dies?
Yeah.
No lost limbs or anything?
No. Well, you could count the hairpiece. Well, or the hair. That could be lost limb, I think.
I'm back. We technically don't know for sure that the guy who tried to kill Cadbury wasn't actually dead.
That's true.
That's
he swirled him, so they have actually drowned him in the toilet. Cadbury may actually be. What if Cadbury is the like Alfred to Richie Rich Batman, where he's actually like an ex-military murderer?
I mean, maybe, but when
part of being a butler, sir.
When he walked away, the guy was sitting on the toilet with the seat.
Yeah, but we don't know if he was breathing.
That's fair.
And that was before he stole his clothes.
That is also true.
True. Dude, is Richie Rich the like timeline of if Bruce Banner's parents never died when he was going to the movie?
What about Bruce Wayne's parents?
Oh, what did I say? Bruce Banner? Bruce Wayne. The Hulk comes around because his parents died. He became emotionally unstable.
I mean, that one really bad Hulk movie we watched that kind of happened.
Yeah, well, his dad wasn't wrong. Yeah. All right. So bingo.
We have the responsibility thing, comic logic, origin flashback, betrayal by a friend, cameo, villain monologue, unexplainable science, sexual innuendo, misogyny, fight for control, something, and I think that's it.
Okay.
Product placement. I think there was something.
There was some.
There's McDonald's.
Yeah, the whole McDonald's thing.
Yeah, I completely forgot about McDonald's.
Fuck, I love outrageous candy bars. Have you ever had an?
It's been a minute, but yeah.
Oh my god, they're so fucking good, and they don't really make them anymore. They'll bring them back for a time, and then they'll disappear. And now they do like a Reese's Pieces one. Gross.
I saw that.
Gross. Reese's Pieces are the dumbest fucking candy on the planet. I can't stand them. It's not good peanut butter inside, and you're stupid for making them, Reese's Pieces.
Tell us how you really feel, Chuck.
I hope they all burn in hell. Okay, stop making them. They're not good. I'm just rather. You know what's better? M&M peanut butter. Objectively better.
Ooh.
Peanut butter M&Ms are the best.
They are really good.
Okay.
I am a peanut M personally, but
yeah, I do like peanut M&Ms better.
Yeah, when I have
all right.
Spunkate.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, this didn't look great. Even the practical didn't look great. It looked very 90s kid movie.
Oh, come on, man. That bee looked amazing when it was flying around.
Yeah, sorta. But then the family climbing the mountain at the very end, like that whatever like overlay they put on there was terrible.
Yeah,
But sometimes they're huge.
It
Sometimes
did not look good. The bee looked like Joey will know exactly what I'm talking about. The bee looked like the Ninja Megazord from the Mighty Morphin movie.
Yeah, I do know that.
Not good.
No,
Did not look good anymore.
No.
Probably at the time. Yo,
94.
I mean,
man.
if there is like a 1.5, like out of a 1 out of 1.5, it's probably that movie. As
Well,
close
that-
as possible.
We'll be watching Power Rangers.
Yeah,
That's
we're
coming
getting
up.
pretty close.
It's
I'm gonna
it's coming
say even the practical stuff didn't look great. But the fun cars driving around was cool. I'm gonna say like 4 out of 9 spawn capes.
Okay.
4 out of 9 spawn capes. That's what I'll
Alright.
say.
On to not a Muppet. Who's not a Muppet in this one?
Cadbury.
Okay.
Oh, the one Cadbury Banks. My hot mom Latina. She's not a Muppet. Everybody else is a Muppet.
I
I
mean, but hear me out. Cadbury beats up this dude that's a Muppet, steals his clothes, right? Then he's wearing a Muppet-sized clothes.
Okay. I was gonna say Keen Bean
okay.
was not a Muppet.
I think,
But he would make such a good Muppet.
no, I think the only one is Dollar. Dollar should not be a Muppet, and therefore
really underused. Like we didn't get him the second half of the movie.
nobody's gonna question the animal abuse that happened for him to get dollar signs for dot, like his like skin dots.
That was genetic, man.
Yeah, he was.
He was a Dalmatian.
Okay.
Dang, I don't
That's
have a
what
drum
they
here.
said. That's what they said.
There we go. I got that.
I don't think that was used correctly, Joey.
It was not.
This, children, is what you happen when you give a kid a new toy.
Yeah. Yeah, we did this to ourselves, really.
Listen.
Oh, good. Good.
All
Wow,
right,
the fucking PTSD that's coming back of sitting in bed, friend that were Ben's basement while he played fucking Legend of Zelda. Is that Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
I love that game.
It's a great game.
Sat there so bored out of my mind while he played that game. Hey, listen. Hey, look, listen. Oh my god. Fucking.
All right.
Look out.
It's gonna make me wish I actually killed this back in high school. Thanks a lot, Joe.
All right, Chuck.
Yo, he's on his retirement tour.
Is he?
This is it. He's done. He's done after this run.
He's done wrestling.
Yeah, no, he's still gonna. I have a feeling James
we
Gunn's
need
a lot of work for him.
We need him to do a new Ernest movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting very earnesty at this point. Yeah, he's
right?
very earnest.
I was actually talking to Sam about that Friday because we were watching like Raw or something. They were watching it on Netflix, and his face popped up like at the bottom of the screen for something, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, but hear me out. I was like, John Cena as Ernest, and she's like, who's that? And I'm like, so then I had to show her who Ernest was, but
That's fair. All right, Chuck. What do you got for a score?
All right, is this a Richie Rich movie? Probably. Yeah, I'm not really sure. This wasn't bad. It was definitely better than I was expecting, and I really, really wanted to hate it, but there was like enough comedy in it. Oh, did you get Breaking the Fourth Wall? That just popped into my head.
I did not. I forgot about that because they do look at the camera.
Yeah, when the lady comes in and looks and he goes, "All right," or something like that at the camera. Yeah. But yeah, I would put this on. Okay, if I was throwing a holiday party, would I put on and make fun of friends? I don't think we'd make fun of it. I think we just enjoy watching it. So like no. So oh, it feels bad giving it below a 5, but I cannot realistically give it a 6. I would show this to my nieces and nephew because I think they would find it really funny. 5.23, which feels really high for me, but I didn't hate it. But I also won't lie, I watched it at 1.25 speed because holy shit, this movie moves a lot faster when you watch it at 1.25 speed. Holy shit. There are times where I'm just like, this scene is like 5 minutes long for no reason.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
The
Ronald?
1.25 speed. Ronald.
All right, so obviously I've got nostalgia for this movie because I watched it as a kid. I liked it as a kid. I still like it as an adult. I think it's good. It's fun. It's got some good humor in it. It's got some, silly shit in it. I also got to watch it with Miss Potts and Simon, so like we got to enjoy it, and it was fun having somebody else there. And I got to show it to Simon, so like that was cool too. A little part of like my childhood that he could see as an adult now, but I gave it a 6.75 because I would definitely watch this again. Like, just I'd probably put it on as maybe background noise or something, but I'd still watch it again. Like, not anytime soon, obviously, but like 10 years from now, and I'm like, man, you remember Richie Rich? Joey, what about you?
I'm right there with you. This is a nostalgia movie for me. I had a really good time watching it. I think I said it like as soon as I started, everything just came back, and it like I remembered literally the entire movie. There was nothing in this one that I did not remember at all. It's a fun movie. It definitely is a movie for kids. I think I remembered as a child wanting to be part of the R&D team because they just got to eat candy all the time, which was great. But no, like this is a great movie. This is I had a fun time with it. I would watch this again if my kids ever want to watch it. I'd sit down and put it on TV with them. Yeah, so I gave this. I'm right there with you, Ron. I gave around there. I gave it a 6.83, which gives us a combined score of 6.27, and it will drop it in at number 58 out of 139 movies. Oh, just behind The Vault of Horrors from 1973. And just above Street Fighter. So,
okay, not a bad spot. I don't know if I liked. Oh, I never saw Vault of Horrors.
it's an anthology, so I know you're not big anthologies.
Yeah, I would take that score hard. Although sometimes I like horror anthologies.
This one,
which is what it is. I mean,
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, but like Street Fighter. Wait, Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter from 94.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, I had more enjoyment out of Street Fighter, but that's definitely more movie than this was. This was terrible. I like it. It was fun.
No, it's a fun movie. And this one, I mean, it also it dropped in that time period where you had a bunch of good kids movies coming out. Little Giants, Dennis the Menace, Casper, Blank Check. Like it was just.
Yeah, we were talking about Blank Check.
Yeah, like it was just a bunch of these great kids movies that were just hitting.
Yeah, where they were sexualizing kids again.
I mean, yes.
Because in Blank Check, the chick that's supposed to be like his assistant or whatever ends up like kissing him at the end. And I mean, don't get me wrong, as a kid, I was like, that's it right there. Hell yeah. But as an adult, I'm like, she just kissed a child.
I am weird that we did not get any sort of like weird I'm back. I'm surprised we didn't get any sort of like weird romantic relationship between him and the redhead. They were
Right?
friends. Yeah, I was
Like,
a little
because
surprised by
That was refreshing though. It was nice.
Yeah, it was.
He just wanted friends. He wasn't looking for any like relationships.
Right. Yeah, and you got to buy them. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, freaking
Anyway.
rich people. Anyway,
a fun little side note.
which
Apparently,
shout out to those kids only wanted to be his friend realistically because he had all the cool shit and got paid $100.
oh yeah, yeah. Like you guarantee they were wanting to go to his house every single day as soon as they became friends.
Well,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I mean, was he going to go to their house?
Well, of course not.
Could you imagine? That'd been awesome.
Anyways, Joe, you said you had a side note.
I was going to say a side note. Apparently, so Macaulay Culkin is playing the richest kid in the world. At the time of this, he was making this movie. He was the richest kid in the world. I guess he made like $8 million in this movie alone.
All of that shit was actually at his house. They just filmed it on location at his house.
That's possible.
Yeah, he played a lot of rich kids because. No, I guess they're not rich.
Well,
it's like middle class.
In Home Alone? I mean, come on. The dad had to be rich. They were able to afford. What did we say, Ron, when we were talking about that some time ago? Like he able to afford a 10 family vacation 2 years in a row.
Yeah, 2 years in a row, and the house in Chicago, in the suburbs of Chicago, that was big enough to fit 27 people in or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah. Okay. So
they were definitely rich. Not Richie Rich, but definitely rich. That's because his dad was a hitman, but they didn't say that. Anyway,
he's a hitman?
There's a theory that he does something illegal. I just can't remember what it was.
Interesting.
Wait until December. I'm sure it'll come back around on the social media and like TikTok.
Oh, that makes sense. I think for this show, I was like, no fucking way. There's a comic book.
No. But that theory to come back around.
Gotcha.
All right, Chuck, where can they find you at?
Hey, you can find me on the internet, Kicked Out of the Hood, Noe and Kicked on most platforms. I don't know. I'll be around. Who knows? You can find any hobby-related stuff, Kicked Out of the Hobby, Noe and Kicked. I'm flying around. You can find me. I don't know. And more importantly, at the end of this month, you can check out Getting Franchised, the show that Joe and I do that covers the latest and greatest in all franchise movies. The first year, we're doing all horror movies. At time of recording, Ron came on, and we all did My Bloody Valentines.
That will be out in May.
Which will be out in May. When's this come out?
This is coming out in March, and
and we recorded it in February.
Man!
I'm trying to remember what
to be fair, I made the last movie that just dropped. That we recorded or something like that. I finally actually gave away like how far in advance we record sometimes because I don't remember I remember what I said, but I go, holy shit, that was like back in December that happened. It was weird. Oh, it was my car. It was my car exploding. That's what it was. Yeah.
Because I just edited the episode that's coming out this week, which is The Mask, and you were talking about how it's still been a month and you still didn't have your car back.
Yeah,
I'm assuming you have your car back by now.
Yeah, I finally got my car back. $700 later, everything was fixed. So it was $7,000 total. Just wouldn't pay for $700 of it. So yeah. Whew. They wanted to use all used parts on things that could not have been used parts because they wouldn't have been under warranty. So I had to. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
That sounds bad.
I was like, no, I'd rather have the warranty because inevitably it is going to break. So
yeah.
Yep.
That's what parts do. I work in the parts. Yep. I work in the fact. Yes. Anyway, Ronald.
You can find me on Instagram and TikTok and Blue Sky at Good at This Game. You can find my art on Instagram at Good Art This Game, which I've also been posting most of my art on Blue Sky. But whatever. I've been getting there. I haven't gotten around to much of it, but I've gotten some of it there. You can also find me right here on this fantastic podcast. Joey?
Very good. You guys can find the show on social media at Comic Book Rundown. Email us comicbookrundown@gmail.com. Rate and review us on your podcasting app of choice. We've got merch over on Redbubble and TeePublic, although I will probably take down the Redbubble one. I never go there. I don't update over there. But it's still there at the moment. Our song was done by the father, or formerly known as
Father Dr. Cam.
Sure, that guy. Check out, like Chuck said, check out Getting Franchised last Sunday of the month. I don't remember what this month is. It's either
Evil Dead.
Child's Play?
Dead. No, Child's Play. Child's Play.
That might have been Child's Play.
Child's Play was February.
That's what month we're in, bud.
At the time of release.
March would have been Evil Dead.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it was Evil Dead or whatever the fourth one was. Which I don't remember what the fourth one was. What the hell did you watch?
Candyman.
Oh yeah, Candyman. Forgot about Candyman.
Yeah, we did Candyman. Yeah,
Wait,
no.
They remade Candyman?
So
yeah, 2020.
it was more of a 22, 23. It was more of
I
a
guess it was a little bit more.
sequel than a remake, but we
Yeah,
didn't realize
it was
that when we watched it.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
But then
You'll
also
hear it
the
in March.
last Friday of the month, Comic Book Rundown is back. And last month, February, I covered Daredevil. This coming month in March here, Ron and I are getting back together to talk about Geiger. So from Image Comics. So yeah, it'll be fun. Check those out. Anyway, our next movie.
Chuck those out.
Hey,
me specifically, I would say.
There
that.
you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Our next movie. This is one I've never seen. I don't know if the other two have seen this one. Tank Girl from 1995.
Oh, hell yes.
Okay, Ron has seen that one.
So I've attempted to watch Tank Girl. And I know that I like Tank Girl because they did like a reboot of it in comic form a couple of years ago. Maybe.
Yep. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
It was back when I was buying comics. They did a relaunch of Tank Girl in like 2014 or something like that, and I really liked Tank Girl. So, but I've never seen the movie, and I know that it's a very product of its time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's what I've always heard. So I don't know. We'll check it out. But
someone did describe it to me as it's a product of its time, like the Judge Dredd movie with Sly is, which I don't know what that means because I remember that movie vividly. So that's concerning.
Well, that's good because that's coming up really soon.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, we're getting into like my childhood movies right here, man.
Yeah, I mean it's 95, so we'll...
Was there ever a comic of Demolition Man?
We literally have asked this like a million times, and Joe keeps telling us no.
That's right, because
I gave you guys the Mummy, okay?
I need to write a comic for Demolition Man then.
Anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you all for listening. We'll check you next time.
Bye.
Ron, somebody respectfully would like you to fuck off big titties and Scooby-Doo.